Caring for someone with dementia is one of the toughest journeys, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Allison Schreier, and my experience caring for my husband inspired me to create Zinnia, a therapeutic streaming service designed to support people living with dementia and reduce caregiver stress. Our research-backed videos are engaging, easy to follow, and they help ease the daily challenges like agitation and anxiety so that you can focus on connection and joy. Available by subscription on mobile and TV apps, Zinnia makes every day a little bit easier. Go to zinniatv.com and sign up for a free trial today. Use the code RESOURCE for 15% off an annual Zinnia subscription.
Welcome to Medicare Moments. And for you boomers out there, you might remember that in the 70s, there was a sitcom where one of the lines from the sitcom was Dynamite. Well, today, Toni's topic is Medicare scams are exploding. And well,
they are exploding. Yeah.
Yeah, Dynamite.
Hello, lucky person. You got the number right, because you are talking to Kid a Dynamite. Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dynamite. So, Toni, welcome to this edition of Medicare Moments.
We are going to tell people about something that can affect them, that's affecting their parents, but most of all, it is affecting America nationwide or worldwide. This thing is a gangbuster.
It is. And you use the word scams, and it's just like there are scams out there, probably different versions, or we would say new ones every day, right?
There's scams coming every day, and people need to be aware of that. Even for kids and teenagers, let's tell them what's going on.
And we will. And today we have a letter to you, Toni, from Deirdre from Houston, Texas, who writes, Toni, I'm very concerned about a phone call I received yesterday from a representative with Medicare asking all types of personal questions and informing me that there was a new plastic Medicare card with a chip like a credit card. I told the caller what you said during your online Medicare webinar and for us not to give personal information over the phone. Now I'm concerned that I could have made a mistake and that I have missed out on the new Medicare card. Would you please advise what I should do or who I should call to see if Medicare is trying to contact me? Sometimes it is hard to know what the right thing to do is when it involves Medicare. Deirdre from Houston, Texas. So for Deirdre, do you have any advice? She got a call out of the blue on her phone.
What I do is I look at my phone, and if I don't know that person on the other end, I don't answer the call. They can leave me a message. They can send me a text. You've got to be careful with who you're talking to.
I have had calls from Social Security. I have had calls from the IRS. And I guess there are calls from Medicare. I don't take them.
Deidre doesn't need to stress herself out because there is not, N-O-T, not a new plastic Medicare card with a chip. This is the new Medicare scam that is targeting people that are either 60, 65. You know, how they get the list of who is turning 65, who is getting on Medicare, I have no idea. But that is not just here in the United States, but that list, it is all over the world. They're calling us from everywhere. So your Medicare card is still the same. It is what you have right now, not a new Medicare card.
So to be clear, it's the same Medicare card. It's not plastic. It doesn't have a chip in it. And it's just the same for everyone that Medicare issues.
It is the same red, white, and blue paper Medicare card that we've always had. That is the card that America has, not a new Medicare card. Medicare and Social Security will never call your house, your office, or anywhere. Medicare already has your information. If you've got a Medicare card, Medicare, they already know what your Social Security number is. They know everything. If they're going to get something from you, they're going to send you a letter letting you know that they need additional information.
Right. And they have, I guess, two ways of doing that. They have your physical address, because everyone has an address that they sign up with, your home where you get your mail delivered by the U.S. Postal Service. And then do they send you emails?
Emails if you sign up off of Medicare.gov or if you sign up on socialsecurity.gov. But if it's specific information that they need, they will send you a letter from their office saying, I need this, we need that, we need to contact you.
Toni, is a person's social security number on their Medicare card?
Well, no, there is no social security number on your Medicare card. Those days are gone because in 2018, they issued new Medicare cards. Now, letters and numbers. There is no social security number on your Medicare card.
Toni, we're talking about folks being scammed.
In March, CNBC reported that there was over 100, not million, but $1 billion a year Medicare targeted being scammed nationwide. Over $100 billion for Medicare and Medicaid. Because they can call you and make you think, I've got to get this test, I got to get that test. And then they ask you for your Medicare number and they send it to Medicare and scam you in many ways.
And when this happens, it just takes money out of the overall system. And then there's probably less money for other healthcare needs in the system, right?
And they love to play with your credit card. Oh, don't worry about it. If we can't get your Medicare number, then give us your credit card and we'll help you get that genetic testing, or we can get you the free COVID vaccine test or whatever. They will come up with anything. You can't imagine countries around the world have call centers for scams.
So your Toni tip for the day is they won't call you and don't give them any credit card or social security number information.
Over the phone. I mean, you can't imagine the scams. They tell you that your grandkid is in jail and he needs you to come bail him out. Get the money. Give me your number off your credit card and email it to them. People with high education fall for this. It doesn't matter what your situation is, but when they start talking to you about your kids, your grandkids, your health, that Social Security is looking for you, that IRS is looking for you, that you didn't pay a claim, and they're going to turn it into the credit union. I got one of those not too long ago. And when I called Medicare, Toni, little Miss Medicare Moments person, they told me I did not owe that doctor's office $2,000. I did not owe that doctor's office one penny, and the bill was over $2,000.
Wow. So it was good that you checked. It was good that it worked out in your favor.
Always call Medicare and verify.
You are listening to today's edition of Medicare Moments, and your host is Toni King. Toni King is an author, and she's authored Medicare Survival Guide Advanced Edition. You can pick up a copy of that at seniorresource.com. You can pick up a copy also over at tonysays.com. And we're going to be back with more information, trying to keep you from being scammed. And we're going to find out about the Senior Medicare Patrol. We'll be back right after this.
Caring for someone with dementia is one of the toughest journeys, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Allison Schreier, and my experience caring for my husband inspired me to create Zinnia, a therapeutic streaming service designed to support people living with dementia and reduce caregiver stress. Zinnia offers research-backed videos intentionally created for people with dementia, engaging, calming, and easy to follow. Whether you need to ease agitation, create moments of joy, or make daily routines smoother, Zinnia is here to help. Family and professional caregivers use our content to turn challenges into opportunities for connection. Accessible by subscription on mobile devices and connected TVs, Zinnia is simple to use whenever you need it. Because when caregiving feels easier, life feels better. Go to zinniatv.com and sign up for a free trial today. Use the code RESOURCE for 15% off an annual Zinnia subscription.
Okay, and welcome back to Medicare Moments with your host, Toni King. And Toni, we're talking about folks being scammed, and you're giving them great advice as to how to avoid it and not fall into that trap. So tell us about the organization called Senior Medicare Patrol. That also sounds like a TV series from the 70s.
It's a good one, couldn't it?
Tell us about Senior Medicare Patrol.
Well, this is an organization that helps people on Medicare to detect fraud and abuse. And you can look at their website. It's smpresource.org or Google Senior Medicare Patrol. Their 800 number is 877-808-2468. And that is in my article that can be found off of my website, Toni Says, ToniSays.com, or off of the seniorresource.com website. It tells you all the different ways that you can be scammed. I mean, look at this, Jim. The scams were rampant because of COVID-19,
right?
Because of genetic testing. Do you want to find out if you could possibly get cancer? What is your heart issues? What is this? Is it genetic testing? They scam people off of hospice. The list goes on and on and on. They think of new ways to scam you every day.
And it looks like that they play on fear and they try to tug at you on fear to make you give them a response. So if your phone rings and they start going down this trail to ask you these questions, what do you recommend people do?
Well, we have safety tips. We have a few tips that people need to be aware of for any kind of fraud, but also for Medicare fraud. You know, write a script. You can tell them, especially if it's a scammer, that you do not give out any personal information. Get your kids involved. Get friends involved. Get them to help you write the script and stick to it no matter what they say. I had a friend of mine whose father was a vice president of Coca-Cola. And when he got older, he got scammed $5,000 because they said his grandson was in jail and he needed help. This is a true story. And the man went, got the money, highly intelligent, and that happened. Never give your Medicare or Social Security number to a stranger. What do we tell our kids? Don't talk to strangers. Well, we need to go by the same rules. You need to learn how to play the stranger danger game. If you don't know that person, don't give them a thing.
Well, right. I fully agree with you. But, you know, remember, it's their job to try to scam you, unfortunately. But what if they offer you something for free?
If they offer you something for free, remember that there is nothing that's free. If they tell you that it's going to be free, say, great, go ahead and mail it to me. But don't give them your credit card. Don't give them your bank account. Don't give them any information over the phone. Learn how to just hang that phone up. People need to realize that fraud is exploding. And the way to stop fraud is to let friends know what's going on. Tell your friends what's happening. Tell them about the seniorresource.com website discussing all the fraud that's going on.
Medicare Moments is your safe place, and you get practical advice in everyday language from your host, Toni King. Toni is the author of the Medicare Survival Guide Advanced Edition, and we'd like you to pick up a copy of that as soon as possible. If you have a question for Toni, and Toni really likes getting questions, you can send it to info@ToniSays.com, and that's ToniSays.com. Or you can call Toni's office any time of the day or night. Leave a message if it's past business hours, 832-519-8664, and someone will get back to you. Toni, scams are everywhere, and they're just lurking around the next corner possibly. So hopefully folks will share this podcast with their friends at their social club, wherever they are. Let them know that Toni's advice is to not give any information over the phone to anyone claiming to be from Medicare or Social Security, or maybe even the IRS. People claim all kinds of things. Play it safe. And unless you know them, don't give out any information.
Here's what you need to do. Number one, if you don't know the person that's calling you and you don't feel comfortable, don't answer the phone. Let them leave you a message. Number two, if you don't feel comfortable with that person, just hang up. And don't give any checking account, credit card, any information on yourself, your Social Security number, your Medicare number. Do not give anything over the phone. I think that's very important. And we also need to let people know that we have a discount on the Medicare Survival Guide Advanced Edition. The seniorresource.com is giving a discount, and there's like a $10 discount. So you might as well go on, and you will get a discount, and it is a true discount.
Yes. Thank you for listening to today's edition of Medicare Moments with your host, Toni King. My name is Jim, and it's been great having you with us. Spread the word. Tell your friends about Medicare Moments.
We just want to tell you guys thank you. Thank you for listening to us. Let everybody know what's going on, because we are here to help America understand what's going on with Medicare and with their senior and boomer issues. God bless you, and God bless America, because we need prayers. Prayers are very important. So take your time, and we'll say a prayer for everybody. Thank you.
It's time to rethink, renew, and reimagine retirement. Hey everybody, Jared Sebesta here, host of Retire Repurposed. Now, this podcast is about the non-financial parts of retirement, which many times can be even more challenging than the financial. We believe retirement is not the end, rather the beginning of what could be the most impactful, purposeful, and fulfilling season of a person's life. So don't retire, become repurposed. To listen now, search Retire Repurposed on your favorite podcast platform, Senior Resource, or Life Audio.